Hello everybody, I'm hoping everybody's doing well and that everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. I am here to talk to you about my Zoom class. So we are having a Zoom class. We are having a Zoom class July 26th. It is called A Very Victorian Christmas in July, and I want to show you all the fabulous supplies that I am using for this class. So as I talk to you about this class, please let me know if you need anything. I have an entire PDF for this class on just the supplies. Now I have I'm sending you 10 different PDFs, videos to watch. I have so much in store for you for this class. I can't even stand it anymore. All these gorgeous beauties here we are making in class. Oh, just so much fun. So I want to show you what we are up to, and let's get going. So I picked out July 26th on a Saturday, 10 a.m., and we are going to be working with the Griffin Christmas Botanical Papers, okay? So this is a vintage glam class, Victorian, but there's gonna be some really fun inky stuff to do. So I picked out 2. So let's start with what exactly you need in class, because we're using all of your supplies and I will be teaching you what to do with them, okay? So here we will be needing 2 of these lovely papers. I want to say that 6 of them come in a pack. This is 6 of each, so that gives you plenty of space, papers, so that you can really start working on this technique, okay? The other one that I picked out is right here, and we picked out 2 of those. We will be making a double page layout that you will love for your Christmas scrapbook. It is going to be so much fun. You're going to be using this technique over and over and over to keep your scrapbook just so fabulous. Okay, so 2 of these pages, 2 of these pages, that's what we need there. And then I'm using a little bit of champagne gold. This is kind of making these kind of little pretty embellishments. There are tons and tons of embellishments that you can use that are Christmas themed right here. But if you don't have those, something that makes up a leaf is also pretty. Okay, these are the spruce that come in lots of different dyes. All the Christmas dyes have different styles. But we're using about half a sheet of this gorgeous vintage champagne gold, okay? And I am using some scraps left over from my ribbon supplies. I have a huge ribbon supply department, okay? So I just picked out 2 that kind of work with this paper here. These are Crinkle ribbon from Scrap Cabin Shop on Etsy. And this specific one is called Sage. And then this one is called Dusty Olive, okay? But plenty of scraps, okay? This one right here is called Moss, and that looks really pretty with that also. This one is called Eaton, okay? That is very pretty, and you can even use these really pretty wine ones. And this one is called Tropic, okay? So I am using 2 of these, and then some little scraps from my collection that are kind of a burgundy colored wine like this, okay? There. And some ivory cardstock. So for us to make the embellishments, because we're going to be learning how to make your very own embellishments, I am using 3 sheets of cardstock, a 12 by 12 Ivory Cream Cardstock. 2 will be, you will do a really fun technique that results in something similar to this. And I'm going to have 2 of those pink, and then 1 in a pretty result that looks kind of like this in a green color, okay? That is because we're making pink poinsettias. Yes, we are. If you don't want to make them pink, you can also make them in blue, okay? It's totally okay. And so we have cream, 3 of 12 by 12, and then I want 6 of the ivory 5 by 7s, because we're going to also make 3 Christmas cards. So we want some of these as the face for our Christmas card, okay? So we're gonna have 6 of those. And then here is my stash of all different kinds of Christmas flower department of dies. Okay, so I know you have something that looks similar to this. We're gonna make it work with what you've got. Okay, these are leaves. I used this one right here in the center, this right here to make your little poinsettia leaves and your holly leaves. Okay, I'm going to show you a really fun trick. You don't even need a die for this class. I'm just showing you what I have that is similar. Okay, this is the fabulous original OG poinsettia. Big, 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 and it has the spruce and this little pine and the cherries. We need something that looks like this. You may have a different brand. That is perfectly okay, as long as you have something that looks like this. And if you don't, I've got a trick for you up my sleeve also. Then we need some kind of little label. I am using this little label right here, and according to my friend Claire McDonald, she told me this comes from the diorama die that makes a box, and I have it separated into my little die set that I love for journaling. Okay, and then I also cut up a bunch of little spruce pine needle leaves, and that is right here. So I'm using some of those in my design. Over here is the mini Christmas. I cut some of these out right here. You can see that is the same. Yes, so I'm using that one. I cut out some of this little holly. I cut out some of the poinsettias in here, the medium and the small. So this is the set of dies that I am using, okay? But you can use anything. If you have those gorgeous heartfelt ones, oh, you are so lucky to have those. As far as the extras are concerned, I need something that you can use ink on. So a glass mat or something that has the Teflon type of material so that you can clean it afterwards. That's what we need here. Your normal scissors for fussy cutting, okay, a pokey tool, a little water spray. You know, these are distressed ones, but you can also get them from the dollar store. Your normal little tools. This is a straight edge. I want to say it's called a reverse tweezer. And I have a link for you for this. Okay, I have links for all kind of fun stuff. Okay, and then I have a gold little brush. These for me are so nice. They're soft. They give you that nice soft shading that you don't get those really bad strikes from those heavy cotton ones. Okay, so I have links for these also. This is from Pink and Maine, but there is one on Amazon that is such a good price. There's also some that are, for me, this one is Stamps of Life. And I'm using it with the hybrid Anna Griffin ink that's called Petal Pink, okay? And then we have the dark one that is my original Pink and Maine. This is the one that I like to use with my brown inks. This one is Frayed Burlap, one of my absolutely favorite. The other one that I used a lot on this design was the hybrid ink Sage Green. Absolutely fabulous. But if you have other inks that are in this family, please use them. Okay, so I used some of my pink shades. We also have other shades of pink, whatever you have, okay? But in my department, I have Victorian Velvet. I have Spun Sugar. That's a really pretty, you can see the colors right here. And then this one is Tattered Rose. It kind of has a little peachy color to it. Used those for our little technique. The metallic ink is right here from the Anna Griffin one. I also used the inker. This is Delicata inker. I have links for those also. And then with the ink green, Sage Green here, I also pulled out some that is Bundled Sage and Forest Moss. For writing in my little space, I have these two lovely metallic markers. You might have different brands. These are just two. I have a silver and a gold for writing your journaling. I also used a 1-inch punch for my little space. So you can see all these lovely things that I have here for you to kind of play with, okay? So all of these little soft brushes. Everything can be replaced with what you have at home. I just want you to know the things that I am using. And if you don't want the pinks, then how about you try blues or grays? Stay with the traditional greens. That is perfectly okay with me, okay? And the pad that I pulled out is the Christmas Botanical Paper Pad. You don't have to use that pad. You can use a different pad that for me, it was to use, what do we call this? So that you can fill it in with color. So if you have something else that has open spaces like this so that we can ink it in, that is what I was looking for when I was looking at paper. Okay, so I am reserving the beautiful angel stickers for us to use as embellishments. This page is going to be so fun. Okay, July 26th on Zoom. I would love for you to join me. Come find me on Facebook so that you can get a hold of the supply list. Let me know you want to come in. I will put a registration to Zoom under this little area. I do need you to have a camera on. I will not be able to accept you into class if you do not have a camera on. We are all wanting to see each other's pretty little faces. You're going to get tons of extra spaces to put extra pictures in. You're going to learn about Christmas planning and journaling prompts, holiday menus, recipes, just tons of places to put all of that ephemera that we end up with at the end of the holidays. This is the class for you. So please come join me. I'm so excited to have you come and take a look. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.